freaky and feeling you. Girl, I want the sexiest heels for you. We gon' turn it up. Body like a...
Brittany, hello.
Oh, hello, motherfuckers. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the She Said What She Said podcast with your favorite best friend duo, B Mother Nicole.
Okay, girl, I like that. And Donyea, Nicole, hi, how y'all doing? How's everybody doing out there? How you doing, girl?
I'm tired.
You tired?
Per usual, you know, I'll be sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be up. No, honestly, last night I was up. I was working.
You was working hard on your fitness. I see you getting fit. It's the month of March. My girl's in the gym getting ready for the summer.
I got some shit coming, you know.
You got trips planned.
I got some shit coming. Stay tuned.
Flights booked. Okay, bags not packed yet, but they will be the day before. Okay.
Honestly, you know what's crazy? I used to be that person. I used to have my bags packed like a week to advance. Now, last time we went away for like the weekend, let me tell you, I packed my bags right before we left. I was literally sitting there like, mind you, I was like, I'm going to go home. I'm going to do my hair real quick for the trip. Because, I mean, it was just a weekend trip. We was just going, coming right back. So, my hair was messed up. And I had to just wear the wig for the weekend because I didn't have time. I literally had to pack. I had to wash my hair real quick.
That's how it be sometimes.
Had to wash my hair real quick. I was just blow drying it real quick. And I was like, okay, I'm going to have to put this wig on for the weekend.
Shoot.
But
and
it was fun.
Cute.
It was fun.
You looked good.
Had fun.
You looked good.
But yeah, no, I've become like such a bad person when it comes to packing.
I said you look good.
Thank you.
Yo, she be freaking pissing me off sometimes. I'm not giving you no more compliments.
I said thank you.
Yeah, the third time I
Sorry, sometimes I forget. I'm playing.
Yes, he did.
I'm just playing. I like your hair.
Don't try to do that now. You want an apple?
Nice. I like apples with some peanut butter.
Was it hours before your flight or like the day before?
Like literally, like I should have been home already. And I went to go get a wax because what had happened was my wax lady was supposed to do it the day before I left for my trip, but she like it was her birthday, so she couldn't do it. So she was like, Brittany, like come tomorrow, I'll squeeze you in, blah blah blah. So she squeezed me in, but it was literally like 3 or 4 hours before I needed to be where I needed to be. And I still hadn't packed, still hadn't did my hair. But let me tell you, I packed everything I needed to pack. I did have to go shopping to buy an outfit for like the event, but it worked. It worked out.
I remember that trip.
It definitely worked out.
After you said that whole wax story.
Yeah. And my bed had just gotten delivered that day.
Oh, I love that bed.
So I didn't even get to sleep in my bed for like 4 days. It was just lonely without me. But
okay, that was good. Thank you for the story.
Pack your bags.
Pack your bags. Fly me out. Okay, somebody's son needs to fly me out. Thank you.
You ain't gotta fly me out. Let's just go. And let's go somewhere where there's a balcony.
No, fly me out, please. Thank you.
Let's go somewhere where there's a balcony.
Oh my gosh. With an ocean view. Thank you. Just ocean views. Nothing less than ocean views. So, let's jump right in. Okay?
Don't watch me drink.
I'll watch you do what I want.
Don't watch me drink. It's my drink.
I don't know why I said that. I watch you do what I want. I watch you do what I please, okay?
Why my pocket's opposite? That's weird. They go up instead of...
Because it's like a racer jacket.
Oh, yeah, true. Okay.
All right, so let's talk about dating, right? And the disappointments that you might have come across while dating in today's pick of men that we have.
So, dating is very fun. I won't lie. Disappointments. So I feel like disappointments for me, meeting someone, you know, they're charming at first, and then you end up like actually, you know, moving along, spending time together, and then you realize they're just a waste of time. Very disappointing, especially like when like you're really feeling them. It's very disappointing. Okay, so like I'm trying to think about like where like I was really disappointed. Okay, so I was talking to this guy, very nice guy, you know. He was very like in tune with himself, very comfortable with himself, very confident.
Okay, Mr. Confident.
He was definitely very confident with himself, and like that was something that I really liked about him.
I would like that too, definitely.
But he was, I don't want to say he was nonchalant, but he definitely was nonchalant. And it was kind of like,
sounds like giving a Britney.
And maybe that's why we clashed, because he was just too nonchalant for me. Like, I'm nonchalant, but he was just too nonchalant for me, because I'm just like he was definitely like simp type. But
that's all.
He had
simp with nonchalant.
Yeah.
I've never had
like he was definitely one of those people that's like, yeah, my girl, blah blah blah, like, but he had a crazy mouth. Like, he had a crazy mouth. Both ways. But he had a crazy mouth. Like, he would say certain stuff, and like, for me, it was disrespectful. To him, it was funny.
Yeah, that kind of can be hard.
So it was kind of like,
am I really, I'm not feeling that? Probably
yeah.
Not.
And it was like, kind of like the way that he talked to other people. Like, he was a jokester. Like, he was very, like, he joked a lot. And that was something that I also liked, because I like to joke a lot. But it was like, sometimes his jokes was like borderline, like, disrespectful. Like, not even like to me. It was like other people. And I didn't like that.
Did anybody point it out to you, or?
No, I seen it.
I know, but like, did you guys go out in public and like, have you
no.
ever had like an instance where?
No, but I told the person that he was doing it to, I was like, if you don't say something back to him. Like, he was like joking around like with like friends. Like, and then they was like, I like her. They was like, she speak up. Yeah, I'm gonna speak up. The disappointment came when I realized, you know, he was actually disrespectful.
Yeah. Did you point it out to him, like, what he was doing?
Yeah.
And what did he say?
He was just like, that's me. But again, I respect that, because he's comfortable with who he is. Yeah. But it just didn't work out with me.
Yeah. Makes sense. All right, so disappointment. So one time, I don't know, the disappointment would be that my time was wasted. Like, literally, like, wasted. Like, I literally asked this dude straight up, like, hello. And my time was, like, completely wasted. Like, it was just, like, from the lack of motivation on him, it was like, okay, I'm super motivated and I'm doing whatever I'm doing. But then, like, some points, like, I was really letting this dude, like, oh, he would just, like, want to literally, like, just sit around and watch, like, binge watch a show. So I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. Thinking I'm, like, spending bonding time with him. But in actuality, I was just wasting my time.
Why do you feel like you wasted your time, though?
Because what did I get out of it?
Like,
a TV show?
Was he... Because I'm going to give you an example of something, but I need to clarify more information.
Okay.
So, like, was he just, like, a bum? And it wasn't, like... He wasn't actually, like, out there trying to, like, you know, build a future for himself?
Yes, that's exactly
okay.
What it was.
So
he was a bum. He did have a job. He had a great paying job, but he was a bum outside of that job. Like, for me, my mindset is I'm not working for the white man. I said what I said. So I'm not working for the white man. That's why I get up and I grind every single day. Like, I don't want to clock in. I don't want a 9 to 5 unless I'm choosing to do so. Like, if I choose to be working at, you know, the convenience store down the road from my house, like, then I'm going to do that. But, like, If I'm there because I have to, it's going to be miserable. If I'm there because I want to, I'm going to be great. And that's just like a relationship. If you're there because you have to be, you're going to be miserable. If you're there because you want to be, it's going to be roses, peaches, and cream. You know?
But I feel like you can't expect people to have the same vision as you. So some people are okay with working for the man.
Right.
And that's okay.
That is okay for them.
Yeah, but
the dude, so like he didn't make it seem like he was like, yeah, you know, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, da da da. But in actuality, you open up the book and it's like a bunch of BS. It's a bunch of fluff because he wasn't actually doing nothing. But
you said he had a great paying job, so he's okay and content with working for those people, and that's okay.
But dude wanted to go further in that job but wasn't putting in the work to go, and he was complaining about these things like, oh, I hate this, I hate that, da 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 da, but I need to get here.
Okay, so he was complaining but wasn't putting in the work to fix it. Exactly. Okay, that makes sense now. Right. Because I was like, wait, why he gotta be a bum and he got a great paying job? Bum. That's understandable, but I also feel like, I like to binge watch shows.
I like to binge watch shows too, but there's a time.
Yeah.
There's a time for that. Like, literally, it would be, like, every day binge watch shows.
Yeah, no.
Every day, on the weekends, the weeknights.
Nah, weekends, I will binge watch some shows.
Yeah, I will binge watch shows, too, but after my priorities, which is working on my business, bettering myself, making sure I went to the gym that day, do something, make sure I got up and took a shower. Like, dude.
Well, then I must be a whole bum.
I don't know if he got up and took a shower sometimes.
Like, I must be a whole bum. I must be a whole bum because
you're not a whole bum.
Sometimes I'd be like, let me tell you something. Sometimes, a lot of times.
Sometimes.
I'd be like, fuck that.
I know your schedule.
I'd be like, fuck that.
No,
a lot of times I'd be like,
you are up hustling. You're working on Nicole events. You're making some creation, something. But during that, you could be watching a show, but you're still bettering yourself.
Yeah, I'd be doing everything. Turn that damn music down.
Right, that's mad loud. Sounds like the basketball music that be playing. Yeah.
Why are you touching me?
Brittany, shut up.
Move your hand.
Come on, Brittany.
You have a whole armrest right there.
Brittany.
So let me think. Another disappointment for me. This is a disappointment for me.
You're not dating your pinky.
Yes, I am.
We'll make love to it tonight.
Okay. Another disappointment for me would be, let me see. I would say
a disappointment for me would be a man that forgets the basics. Like, literally, like, day one basics. And this is like, these basic principles should be applied to any female that is in this man's life. So, example, opening the door. Like, I get the door from my mother, and I'm not even a man, but it's common courtesy to get the door. Mm-hmm. Like, I'll get my mother's car door. I'll make sure she's not touching the car door. She's gonna get in. I'm gonna close the door. I'm gonna then take care of myself. So
you're so nice.
Oh, thank you.
My mom could just get the hell out the car.
Oh my gosh. And it's like, yo, like, I'm on a date and you didn't get my door. What's the problem here? That's to me.
Wait, you mean like opening your car door?
Car door. Building door, any door, like all doors. And then also making sure like that your lady sits first. Like, I get really disappointed with that. Like, you don't know, like, that's common courtesy. And that's literally back to basics. Like, you could be the poorest man, but if you have the basics, that's gold right there. That's gold. For me, for real. Like, if you don't have nothing else, but you have the basics, mwah, good on you. For real.
So you would date a broke person?
Yeah, I would. I would.
Interesting.
I would. I sure would. If they're treating me like a queen and making me feel really good, and they're broke, yeah, I will date them.
Interesting.
Now, you can't remain broke. You're not about to be mooching off of me. I'm not nobody's sugar mama up in here. But, yeah, if you could make me feel like a queen and you're showing me things that I've never felt before, or making me feel a way that I've never felt before, because these so fake designer Gucci'd out little boys that are in these streets don't even know like the proper etiquette on how to court a woman.
But that's because so I feel like in this society, this day and age, what you're looking for, a lot of people don't know anymore. And so, especially men, a lot of men don't have good role models. And so those things are forgotten.
That is very true. But if I know these things, then there's a man out there that knows these
but
things.
But you had a man in your life growing up.
Yeah.
You had role models in your life growing up. A lot of people don't have good role models in their life right now. A lot of people don't come from 2-parent households. A lot of people don't see their father treating their mother good, or their mother treating their father good.
What you're doing is making an excuse.
No, I'm not making an excuse.
I'm not gonna make if the one I'm dating or the one I'm going on a date with doesn't want to open my door, okay, I'm gonna let him know. Are you gonna open my door? Can you open my door? Hello. And if you're not, I'm gonna pull a think like a man, and I'm gonna stand there just like Megan Good did. I'm sorry, I don't go on dates with dudes that don't open my door. Like,
I'll be in the restaurant eating while your ass is sitting in the car.
Okay, and I will bring my butt right back home.
I don't know. I don't really care about the car door. Like,
it disappoints me. Like, I'm like, oh, what?
But that's because you're old school.
I sure am.
That's very much considered old school.
I am so old school.
And a lot of people, like for me, I don't really care. I'm a full grown ass woman. I am okay opening my own door. You don't have to. I'm not
okay opening my own door too.
No, but I'm not. I'm too impatient to watch you get out that car, walk around the car, come open my. No. By the time you get around the car, I could be all the way at the end of the parking garage at this point. So like, I don't know. For me, you don't gotta open my door. But when we're walking into places, I do feel like the man should do that. But the car door, get your ass in the car.
Mm-mm.
Like, and I feel like that's why I'm telling you, I have like men tendencies when it comes to certain shit, because I feel like if I was a guy and I took a girl on a date and she sat her ass in the car and was looking at me to open the door, I'd literally be like, oh, this bitch don't want to eat.
Why you call her that? Oh my god.
I said a man. I'd be like, oh, she don't want to eat. She gonna sit her ass in the car, and I'd be in the restaurant eating. I'd be a terrible dude. I'd be a terrible boyfriend. I know it.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
I know.
But that's good. I mean, yeah, everybody has their own preferences. So for me, that would be a disappointment.
But do you let them know that was a disappointment to you?
Mm-hmm. I let them know right then and there. I'll stare at them. I'll literally stare at that person. I'll be like, so are you gonna get my door? Like, they'll be like, you ready to go? And be like, yeah.
You talk to men that talk like that?
Oh my gosh. All right, you want me to? You ready to go?
They could sound a little bit better than
you ready to go?
I'd be like,
and I'd be like, are you gonna get my door? I don't say it like that, but you'd be like, you know, because I'll be all flirty and giddy and ready for this day. I'll be like, are you gonna get my door? And then be like, oh, my bad, sure. I didn't know you was ready yet. They say something stupid like that. Like, oh, I didn't know you was ready yet. Then they'll get up and go get my door. And I return the favor. When we are getting back, when we go back to the car, yeah, I'll lean over and I'll open your door and make sure you're good. You know, I'm not just gonna sit there like, oh, like, I'll get your door, and that catches dudes off guard. Like, they're like, wow, I didn't expect that. I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, that's a disappointment for me.
I mean, I would open the door for a guy, like,
not nobody's restaurant door or nothing like that.
No, just like the car door.
After they open the door for you.
I don't know, but that's something that doesn't bother me.
Now, if we doing who sings that song? I think it's Usher.
Trading Places.
Yeah,
that's my song.
I open the door for you, baby. Come on, take you on a date. Drip some chocolate on you when we get home. Whip out the whipped cream.
Yeah.
I'll show you how it's done. Listen, I would be a good man, okay? These men around here, nah, I'd be having women chasing me left and right. For real. For real.
I would have women chasing me too, because I ain't shit. And women love ain't shit men, apparently.
Yeah. All I hear is pushing P right now.
I guess. I mean, I guess. I'm trying to think. Another disappointment for me. I would definitely say, hygiene. Like, we went on a date, and it wasn't there.
It wasn't there?
Like the hygiene, it wasn't there. Like, the
dude smelled stale, or what?
No, like, it just wasn't. You know how, like, some people just have a stench?
Yeah.
It was just one of those stenches. And, like, I tried to, brush it off, but it was a stench, and I couldn't do it.
A stench.
Like, I can't even explain the stench. It was just a stench.
Made your nose, like, flare up?
Yes, like, and it wasn't that he stunk. It was just, like, he had this stench, and it just didn't sit well with me. Like, it didn't smell. There was something about his smell. I just didn't like it. It wasn't that he stank. He just had, like, you know how everyone's house smells like something? Mm-hmm. It was like...
It wasn't, like, nasty smell.
It wasn't a nasty smell, but it didn't sit well with my nose. Like, there's certain smells that...
It was just unpleasant.
Like, I don't like the smell of vanilla. Mm-hmm. Like, certain smells that just don't sit right with my nose. And it was just one of those. He smelled like vanilla and, like, something else. And it was just, like, a scent that I just didn't like.
Vanilla and something else?
Yeah, like, it's like he had, like, mixtures of something. I don't know. But, like, the smell, it was just a smell that I didn't like. Mm. But he didn't stink.
I'm trying to wrap my head around
But it was a disappointment for me because he was freaking beautiful. And I just couldn't get with the smell.
Mm. Okay. That's interesting, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. I get what you're saying because I've definitely, like, dealt with that too, like, before in the past. And it is a big hurdle because you can't really change it because that's just how all their stuff smells. Mm-hmm. So now, if you we can go build a new house. I'll throw all your stuff out. You can start afresh.
You gonna buy it?
No, he is.
Oh, okay.
The hell?
Who's throwing out anything?
What you mean? It's his stuff. I'm throwing out. So yeah, we throwing it out. We starting fresh. You want to stay with this cookie?
I know you motherfucking lying with that music out there. Y'all, they're forcing it in the studio next door. It's like WWE. Yelling? That's a song. It's like, oh!
Oh my God. Where'd they come from?
I don't know.
Narnia?
I can't.
Another disappointment for me would be, like, the guy is, like, a complete package except for the communication. Or, like...
Communicate.
Like, dude's, tall, dark, and handsome, but, like, you can't communicate for crap. Like, you can't just communicate with me that you're going to be busy for the rest of the day, or you can't communicate with me that,
sipping my tea.
You just suck the communication? Like, hello. I don't know.
I dealt with somebody, whole package. Like, the whole package. Fine as shit.
Well...
He was chunky.
Well...
Like, the behind closed doors, everything was amazing. Like, it was amazing.
You see her eyes closed over here?
And the communication...
Communicate.
The communication was trash, but, like, it was...
You could have a better conversation with the door.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, it's just like, my level of communication was just up here, and his was just down there. Mm-hmm. But he was the whole package, and that was very disappointing because I was ready to give my heart.
I was looking at you like, okay, all right, Brittany.
No, but he was the whole package, and honestly, if he could communicate and things went, the way it should have, easily, I would have stayed there forever. Mm-hmm. But that's okay. Mm-hmm. Disappointment. How do you feel about double standards?
You better fly out this damn
I
chair.
was thinking that. I was like, dang. I moved mad quick.
Looking like the damn that damn toy.
What toy?
The damn elbow toy.
Oh, the one that's like
Oh
my god. So how do you feel about double standards? Like you think, you know, we still dwell on double standards now?
Yes, 100%. So double standards. So I really don't like that. You know, so schools have rules set in place, right? Just like little as a female cannot wear a spaghetti strap shirt.
Now they can.
Some schools, but some schools still you can't wear a spaghetti strap shirt. But I know why you're saying that, because these little girls be running around here with their belly shirt showing.
I seen a girl wear a bra top, like a bralette to school.
It's ridiculous.
And a mini skirt.
But yeah, what I'm saying is, so a guy can freely walk around with no shirt on, not at school. I'm talking about like out in regular public, like at a park or something, or at the gym. And guy can walk around with no shirt on, but it's okay. Like, oh, he's not doing too much. But the minute like a woman, you know, she's in a tank top or a sports bra, or we can even take it to breastfeeding, it's like, oh my god, like she's indecent exposure. Call the cops.
Yeah.
Oh my god, where's Karen? Like it's just so much. I'm like, damn, like gosh, like it's just a beautiful woman with her shirt off. Her covering blouse. She removed her covering blouse that now is exposing more of her skin. That's it. That's it, people. Like, that's all it is. Whereas you got this man over here, we could say this buff man over here, his shirt is off. Like, okay, what's the difference? What's the problem? There's a double standard here.
Yeah.
Like, what is the issue?
I feel like a double standard that bothered me a lot growing up was that, like, sons can do whatever they want, but daughters can't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my parents had me in the house. Like, and I'm talking in the house. Like, I used to have to sneak to do, like, stuff. And, like, it was like my brothers, they'd be like, Ma, I'm going here. And she'd be like, okay. Or, like, Dad, I'm going here. I literally used to have to, like, damn near write a damn essay to be able to go anywhere growing up. Like, my mom would be like, oh, no, I need to meet their parents, blah, blah, blah. I need to do this, I need to do that. And, like, literally, like, I remember I used to be picking my little brother up from freaking random people's houses. And I'm just like, wait a minute. Where was this energy when I was growing up? But, like, literally, my brothers were able to do anything they wanted, go anywhere they wanted to go.
It's with that, I definitely can relate because my parents were the same. And it's like, with my little brother, it was like, yo, he's where right now? What? Are you serious? Like, did you meet the parents? And then even with my little sister, it's like, what? So, but more so my brother. But,
yeah, brothers can do whatever they want.
Yeah. With that being said, it's also, as they get older, they're way more lenient with the guys than they are the girls. Meaning, you know, when you start having that sex talk, it's okay. Like, oh yeah, here's here's some condoms just in case, you know, things pop off. But the daughter's like, whoa, what? Like, no. You know, it's like, whoa, like you literally just gave this little boy some condoms. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what? You know?
You know, it's funny because I will never forget the night that I asked my parents what sex was. And I remember hearing my brothers upstairs talking about it. And I was that kid, I always listened. Mm-hmm. And I would, like, hide behind stuff and just listen to what the adults were talking about. And that's probably why I know too much now.
Creeper!
But, freaking, I remember I was creeping on my brothers.
Uh-huh.
And I heard them upstairs talking. And I heard one of them say something about sex or whatever. And I was like, that's an interesting word. So I remember my dad was, like, he was sleeping on the couch. And my mom was, like, in the living room doing something. And I was on the floor playing with my Barbies. And I was like, Mommy, what's sex? And I'll never forget, my dad popped up off that couch and was like, what did she just ask you? And she was like, my mom was just kind of like thrown back like, what? And my dad was like, what did she just ask you? And my mom ended up like telling me, like, she was like, oh, it's when two adults, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, oh, okay. And I just went back to playing with my Barbies. And then, no, she was like, where did you hear that? And I was like, on TV. But, like, in reality, I heard my brother just talking about it. And yeah, I just went back to playing with my Barbies.
How old were you?
I was young. I was, like, maybe, like, I was still living in Boston at the time. So, I was probably, like, 6 or 7. Yep.
That's funny.
And then, like...
I never had the sex talk.
Really?
With my parents, yeah.
Actually, I don't think I ever had the sex talk.
I never even had a menstrual talk with my mother either.
I had a sex talk with my dad because he was like, all right. I remember I came home from school. A boy had touched my butt. And I remember I was in the kitchen telling my mom, and the kitchen window was open, and my dad was outside. Mm-hmm. And I was like, Mommy, like, I don't know what to do. Like, this boy at school touched my butt. And my dad, like, popped in the window. And he was like, he did what? And I was like... And he was like, tell that little boy next time he touch your butt, I'm coming up to the school. And I was like, okay. Like, but, yeah. And then, like, after that, he was like, you know, boys are going to try to do this with you. But it was, like, God. It was awkward. So I was just kind of like, okay, Dad. Like, okay. Like, trying to, like.
How old were you then?
I was older. I was, like, in middle school. Like, 7th, 8th grade.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, like, so
you're
it was
just trying
like,
to brush it off.
It was that awkward. It was that awkward time. Yeah, where I'm still finding myself. I'm still like getting comfortable. Like, you know, that's when I'm really starting to really like
other
boys.
people around you are doing it, but you're not doing it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah, and he was like, "Yeah, boys are gonna." I don't want to have this conversation. I don't want to have this conversation with you. I'm all set.
I mean that. So another one would be like, so. You know, dudes can just go sleep around with all these girls. They ain't sluts, they ain't hoes, they're
living their life.
They're living their life. They get props for it. Like, you know, guys be slapping high fives just for, like, you know, sleeping around with this chick. But the moment a woman, like, starts sleeping around or goes through, like, a whole phase, she's not even a whole phase because that was a bad label. If she's just sleeping around and having a good time and enjoying herself and just living life, she's now a hoe or a slut or, oh, she got too many bodies, da-da-da-da-da-da. But a dude just did the same exact thing and has the same exact numbers, but he's a whole champ. First place winner.
It's funny because now I feel like the body count conversation, I feel like it doesn't matter. We old. Not saying my shit's high, but, like, now, like, at this point, I don't care what your body count is. I don't even want to think about you having sex with other people because you're with the big dog now. That's all I'm gonna say.
You got me. I'm your last.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all we gotta know.
Yeah, like I don't want to know. I don't want to know nothing at all. I don't want to know about your ex. Nothing.
Yeah.
I'm all set. Like I said, you with the big dog now. Another double standard, I would say, let me see. Stay-at-home wives versus husbands.
That's a good one.
Like, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, to me personally, I think I'd be okay with my husband staying at home. And I feel like I would hope my husband would be okay with me staying home. But there has to be that mutual understanding and agreement. You know, if you're gonna, I wouldn't just be at home just doing nothing. Like, we all know I have businesses. And that's what I would be working on, being home. And if my husband was a stay-at-home husband, if I was genuinely, like, making crazy amounts of money, I would be okay with my husband staying home. But he would need to be doing something.
I just think the double standard for them, it's like, you know, for us, our label would be stay-at-home mom. But for a guy, like, if a guy's having a conversation, a casual conversation with one of his fellas, like, it'd be like, oh, yeah, like, you know, I stay home with the kids, da-da-da-da-da. They'll just be like, oh, you're babysitting? Like,
oh,
as if he's not supposed to do it. Like,
yeah, like, dudes be like, I'm babysitting tonight. Bro, that's your kid. You're not babysitting. You're being a parent.
That's your whole child. Or, like, even a woman, unfortunately, like, will be like, oh, yeah, you're babysitting. Wow, good, great job. Like, no, he's supposed to do that. Like, it's not just on the woman, you know? Like, both of them made the child. Hello. Like, you know?
Yeah. No, that's actually a very interesting one, now that you say that. Or, like, I feel like a lot of men, they feel like being a stay-at-home dad or like husband would like take away from their masculinity.
Yeah. And honestly, I think that just it ties into you just being comfortable with who you are.
Yeah, because I feel like, guys make certain jokes. And I could hear a guy like, oh, what do you cook and clean before she gets home too? Like, I could just hear it now. But yeah, I feel like that is definitely a double standard.
And a woman can't be the breadwinner in the house. It's like, yo, why not? And not that this is not for me. It's just like in general, like, why not? Like, what's your problem?
Because of masculinity.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like being the breadwinner. But I feel like that's because I'm an alpha female. I love to hustle. I love making money. That's something that like literally excites me. So it's like, I feel like he would have to just get over himself if I'm the breadwinner.
Mm.
I'm not going to hold it over your head like, oh, I make more money than you. But I would also push him to drive him to want to make more money than me. But I don't want it to be a competition.
Yeah, I definitely would want it to be a competition. But I would definitely want him to be okay if I made more money. Like, shoot, if you made more money than me, sure. But, like, it's only comfortable because it's, like, that's what we're supposed to do. But it's like, no, that's not. That's a double standard, and you look like an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, just a straight-up idiot. So.
Another double standard would be, like, for instance, women have to, like, go by this, like, structure where it's like, oh, women can't talk about sex, but men can. Like, women, like, men can get in a circle and be like, oh, blah, 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 but women can't. Like, it's considered, like, unladylike. Mm-hmm. I must be a man then, because I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about.
Okay, talk your crap, babe.
Yeah. Like, I just feel like, why does it matter? We're all grown. Everybody has sex. Even the oldest little mofos running around here, they be fucking.
I think we just be trying to make people feel comfortable. Like, why? Like, if you're uncomfortable, go stay in your house.
Yeah.
I've never ran into that issue before, but I do know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, like, women get judged for like, and I'm not saying, like, it's not, okay, so, like, I feel like it's too much when, like, that's all you can, like, consist of. Mm-hmm. So, like, if, like, all you post on social media is just sex, it's like, what else do you have to offer besides sex at this point? Like, that I can understand when they're like, oh, no, she talk about sex too much. But, like, if it's just, like, we're all chilling and the conversation comes up, cool, whatever. But I don't feel like women should be judged for talking about sex or, like, initiating sex. Like, when two people become, like, I don't want to say intimate, but, like, even, like, that first time, you and your new partner, you guys are exploring, a woman, like, the woman coming onto the man might be, like, it might be frowned upon. Her, like, coming onto him like that. Yeah. But if he does it, it's okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that we have society that, like, views things like that.
Well, I feel like now it's the older generation. I feel like it's only the older generation that really cares about that now. Because now, like, we're all young.
We just gotta weed them out a little bit or teach them the new ways.
But a lot of older people are stuck in their ways.
And let them know that it's not disrespectful.
Like, my thing is, like, back in the day, everything was just such, like, a little secret. Like, oh, you can't do this if you're a woman. You can't do that if you're a woman. You can't. Yeah, okay.
It was a secret, and then everybody tried to put up a front. Like, yeah, everything's okay. Like, you know, this is my white picket fence, and this is my, you know, picture perfect family, yada, yada, yada. But now it's like, you know, if you're spitting the truth, then that's real, and that's what you need to do. And if you're okay with that, then that's great. You know, nobody else's opinion matters.
I want to know what's wrong with him. Like, he went from playing, the people next door, he went from playing Drake to Scream music to Tupac back to Scream music.
He's probably on acids or something.
It's given, I don't want to be here anymore. Like,
All right, so let's just jump right into the question of the day. It's actually right on topic about dating, so that's great. We just got done talking about disappointments of dating and double standards, so this is great. So she said that she met this guy that works in a different department, and she's really into him, and she is wondering how she can approach him without being awkward or weird.
So that's a hard one, only because fuck that work like what is it called where like you're not supposed to talk to your coworkers?
Fraternization.
I mean, depending on where she works at. If she works at a hospital, them doctors be fucking. So
really?
What? Are you kidding me? Them doctors, them nurses.
I never even asked you that question.
Them doctors and them nurses be in the... Man, listen.
Really?
Listen. They work long hours.
That's crazy.
They have offices.
That's crazy.
Girl.
Have you heard anybody?
No.
Oh my gosh. Have you seen anything?
No, but like...
But you know all the tea.
We'll talk about it.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, forget that work, whatever. Because he works in a different department, she says, so she's good. I would definitely just...
I would say shoot your shot, okay?
Yeah.
Follow what Brittany said like two episodes ago. Shoot your shot, okay? So let's say... Listen, learn his pattern. That's what I would say. Learn his pattern.
But then you don't want to seem like a stalker.
No, you
so
don't
where
want to
it's
seem like
like, oh, every time he's in the cafeteria, you in the cafeteria.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying learn his pattern. So you know that you take, the bridge yellow to get to bridge, blue. So if he takes bridge yellow to get to bridge blue, how about you do the same thing? Or go from blue to yellow so that y'all can cross paths.
Or like if you know his department, show up there.
With?
I don't know, like just kind of like read people. Like if you see that he gets the same bag of chips every day, maybe drop him off some chips. It's just chips. They're cheap. You ain't spending a bunch of money. Or like, and you could leave like a cute little note like, hey, I know, like you remember Alicia Keys' thing? Where it's like...
Oh, I saw you at the coffee shop.
Yes, like just...
I always use a little milk.
That'll put a smile on a dude's face, I feel like, where it's like, dang, like she's watching me, like... And then like, it's like, wow, she really went on her way to come here and bring me a bag of chips that I buy every day. Mm-hmm. But I feel like
that's
you should
really
definitely...
bold. That's bold.
I want to be that bold.
Now, if you want to be like, very subliminal, conservative, like not...
Maybe just
put yourself out there. Yeah, say hi. Introduce yourself. Like, hey, I'm new here, even though you're not. Like, it's okay if you're not. But, hey, I'm new here. Just want to meet a few people. Da, 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 da. Go down and introduce yourself to, everybody. But then focus in on that one person. And honestly, be like, hey, you want to grab a coffee? Because coffee is acceptable.
Yeah, I mean, depending on where you work at, they might have a coffee shop there.
I got it. You can ask him to go to for coffee. Then the reason you're asking him to go for coffee is because you are interested in transferring into his department.
That's smart.
That is right. Okay.
But then you also got to figure out, what's the vibes like? Is he, he got a ring on the finger? Because a lot of doctors and stuff don't wear their rings because they might be doing surgeries. Like some of them just don't wear their wedding rings. So you also got to be careful of that. So I would definitely, feel the room, ask certain questions.
You'll ask all the questions on a coffee date. Brittany's good with those questions.
But yeah, shoot that shot. You need some questions, you can come ask me.
Well, you could definitely keep hitting us up in the DMs.
I know, I really want to know. Like, if you shoot your shot, let me know. Because I love when people shoot their shot. All right, guys. So thank you for tuning in with us for another episode of the She Said What She Said podcast. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and tune in with us next Friday. And remember, guys,
she said what she said.
Peace out.
Don't turn it up.